Shane here with RepairDesk. I hope you're doing well. We're going to be taking a look at the customer asset management features across the system. Some of these features will allow you to bulk enter or manually enter devices against a client, as well as search and browse assets across the entire system, and also give you improved traceability on previous repairs. And one of my favorite places is actually on the point of sale, and I can't wait to show you. But first, let's take a look at the Customer Asset Management UI. Let's first navigate to Manage Customer Assets. Head on up to the Customer tab and drop down to Manage Customer Assets. From here, you can filter out all assets across the entire store. Where this comes really handy is in the case of IMEI. You can go here and search an IMEI, and it will populate the asset regardless of the client. Where this becomes really handy is you can actually see if you see the repair history of a device that you've sold multiple times, or if a client has sold a device to another client. You can get all that data right here. You can also search out by additional data and custom fields. You can dictate what additional fields or details show by navigating to the point of sale and going to Manage Custom Fields. Here, you can select and deselect what fields you want to show up on the Manage Customer Assets page or any search for assets. In the top right-hand corner, you can create a customer asset. Okay, so you can search out a client's name, give the asset its own name, which in business to business, you may be getting multiple devices from a client that has broke out in different departments, so you could put the department name there or whatever you choose. You can go ahead and log the serial or IMEI, and then you can select the type, the brand, and the model, and click Save. So what we just did is we quickly added a device against a client's account. So if you're doing business to business and you're needing to enter in 15 devices, you can do it so quickly from here and actually multiple places in the system now. So next, we'll navigate over and check out the customer's detail page. So head up to Customers tab, Manage Customer. At this point, you could search a customer. I am going to select a customer. And from here, you can choose Customer Assets right here. Now from here, you have a few searches that you can do right from the details page. So you can do an IMEI search or serial, ticket ID, and asset name. And then from here, you can also create a customer's asset, which is identical to Manage Customer Assets page, other than you at that point don't have to select the customer's name, and it works identically. So you can add 15 or 20 devices all at once from here as well. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the point of sale. All right, point of sale. Let's check this out. Let's say you have an existing client coming in, and you filter them out and load. First thing you'll notice right here is Customer Assets 10. And a brand new window opens up and shows all the assets that are associated with this client. Again, you can create a new asset from the top right-hand corner. And then you can go through and figure out which asset is coming in at the moment and check it in from here, landing right on the problem page. Selecting the problem, selecting the part. Hopefully you're using bundles here so you don't have to select parts. And then you're landing on the details page. What you'll notice is it's bringing in the serial or IMEI and the passcode from the previous repair. Now, you'll probably want to ask your client if they have changed the passcode since their last visit, if you are taking passcodes. And then you can fill this form out as normally and confirm and create the ticket. Now, one thing I want to go over assets again, specifically asset name. This is a very interesting feature because some items that you could be taking in don't have IMEI or serials. They also may not technically have a model number or even a manufacturer that are known at that time. Some of these cases may be doing field work. If a client calls in and wants their theater system's not working, they're not telling you that their Sony XP5363 theater receiver is not working. They're saying my theater system's not working. So the asset name could be theater system. And then every time you work on that theater system moving forward, it has an asset name against that client. So you can actually track all the repairs you did against that theater system over time, as one example. It may be for remote work. When you're probably trying to get the client in a remote situation with the software on their computer installed and running so you can remote in, you're not really asking them for their model and serial. So it may be, bedroom Dell desktop or something of that nature. And then if you want the model and serial, you can grab that in once you're remoted in. Field work again, it may be, lift master rear barrier gate. If someone's calling in a service call, they're not really going to have access to the serial or model number for that matter. So you can give it a name, and then therefore moving forward, you're always tracking that asset. Another interesting thing is maybe like jewelry. Most jewelry doesn't have a serial or an IMEI number to track it. So you can get very descriptive. And one of those ways, and I'll show you an example, is one right here. You can see I gave it a name, pendant necklace, blue sapphire, round, 0.92 carat. That is very, very descriptive. So in a jewelry repair stance, that type of description really, really allows you to track that item if it comes in multiple times. And if this person was bringing this necklace in again, I could just hit check in. What am I going to do to it? We're going to size it. And then you're landing right back on the detail page again, and you can finish setting that up and checking them in. So asset name is pretty significant and really cool. It has many uses, mostly in general repair or things you don't want to track IMEI, serial, or models or manufacturers. Very, very, very useful feature. So next we're going to take a look at ticket view. Let's take a look at the new ticket UI. I'm going to navigate to a random ticket. And on the new ticket UI, you can see the customer asset information here and the new option for customer assets here. So if you're wanting to add multiple or another or multiple assets to this ticket, you can do so directly from the new ticket UI using the customer assets button. It opens up a window that looks identical to the one at the point of sale UI. And then from here, you can check in a previous asset by clicking the check-in button, and it will automatically add it to this ticket. Or you can create new by hitting the create new button. I hope you like the new Manage Customer Asset update. My name is Shane, and I'm with RepairDesk, your partner in success. Have a blessed day.